name is Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. This is my weekly review of 2000 AD. I meant to do the summer special. I just never got round to it. Then I really wanted to do the summer special from a couple of years ago when it was a stunning and brave issue, all-female issue, and it looked like it was all going to be garbage, right? It looked like it's either. I mean, it came a couple of years ago. I really don't know, but so I just haven't had time to get around to it. Lots going down, baby. Lots going down. Doctor Who is in an interesting phase, and I like a little bit of Doctor Who. Anyway, so we're going to be looking at this week's 2000 AD. Is it worth buying? It's not a bad issue. Not a bad issue. Not great. Not terrible. Yeah, I guess kind of where 2000 AD is. Way too often, right? Way too often. Often it's okay. It's never awful. I mean, it's rarely awful, and it's rarely excellent. I would say it's awful more than it's excellent, but it is excellent, I would say, for a good third of the year, right? Every year you really do get some gems in there. This stuff is mostly harmless. Right, that's the best way I'll describe it. Fine, before we get in the video, can you hit the like button? That would be fantastic. Can you hit the share button? Also fantastic. I think people should know what I have to say about 2000 AD. That's very, very, very important. Like, share, subscribe. Subscribe to my channel. That'd be fan-dabby double dozy. And comment. Let me know what you think, and I will reply. I will endeavor to reply. You go to trouble commenting. I will reply. If you want to be super nice, go check out my Indiegogo, which may or may not. No, it's not going to be closed as of today. I'm posting this video today. It's going to print anytime. I'm basically waiting to hear from the printers. They gave me a ton of work to do, so I'm plowing through it, but I'm thinking it's probably going to print sometime next week. And when it does, we're closing it down. What is this? Look, this is a comic review. I'll let you know about my comics. I write and draw comics. This is a biblical Bible source, 80th Traces, Rashes, and Rogues, 220 pages long. If you like the early Vertigo books, where basically they went and stole everybody who worked on 2000 AD and Warrior. Actually, that was the big one. And they brought them to DC Comics and they made Vertigo comics. If you like that type of comic, this is that type of comic. It's very, very biblically accurate, but I would say not preachy, right? Not preachy at all. I mean, listen, that's what I think. If you get it and you think it's preachy, let me know. I don't think it is. And then we got this one. The Imperium made love letter to Telefancy in the 1960s. I wrote this. Dominic Ratchet did the art on it, and Dominic Ratchet did a good damn job on the art. James Bond, Emma Pill, Monkey in a Spacesuit, The Black Slapper in 2001, and Doctor Who. Doctor Who all in a one super group together. Bit of Prisoner, a bit of Thunderbirds. It's all thrown in there. Also got a good backup strip called The Ice Warriors, art by Stefano Cardacelli. You get the full script, you get all the sketches, you get everything. I like to, never mind the quality for the width, but the quality is pretty darn good, if I may say so. So you buy both, you get a bunch of extras, you get this poster, Noble Savages, you get the For the Male Gaze cards, these are going to be postcards. You can mail them to your dowager aunt, you can mail them to the vicar. Yeah, look, this is a 2008 video, check out this. Honestly, I like young Judge Anderson looking kind of hot. Okay, I know it's not politically correct, but neither am I. What's that, Perry? You like it too? Well, you've got good taste. What can I tell you? Oh my, it's Councillor Troy, and what's the last one? The Forces Female. Now, these cards are going to continue this range into my next campaign, but I think the only time you can get them will be this campaign, right? I think that's what's going to be. Go check the video notes. You can order the extras on their own if you want, but I would like to get the comments. Also, I'm going to throw in an extra poster. We've done really well. Right, we did more than I thought that we're gonna. So these posters are A2. They're like, was it 18 by 22, 24? I guess I'll give you a choice of whatever you want, baby. I'm here to make you happy. And I have to tell you, I just wish more. I was gonna say comic creators, but all professionals. I think all professionals had that outlook. They just were there to make you happy. So are we happy with this week's 2000 AD? It's an okay cover. It's serviceable. It's not making me go, yay, right? It's interesting. I do like what they're doing with Sinister Dexter, even though I find Sinister Dexter not quite as good as whoever it is that's writing it, right? It's right now they got them split. All right, listen, we're going to look at it. We'll look at it together, but not a bad cover. Again, last week's cover knocked out the park. That was a good cover. So that's by Luke Priest. Never heard of him. So this looks like another spin-off of that female-led Western thing coming in Judge Dredd manga, T.C. Ellington. I can't remember. I think there's an ad for this looks like a spin-off from Lawless to me. Okay, I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. Boo Cook isn't somebody that I'm gonna rush to buy something because he's in it. Fine, so let's start going through and looking at this issue. So first we got this Judge Dredd story. I think this is part 5. Do I have what number it is? That's why I call Justice Part 5. No, is it Part 5? I think it's Part 5. This story is, again, okay. You know, it's not terrible. It's not. The first episode was very confusing. It's got a, what's the word? A device, like a storytelling device of a, yeah, again, I don't know if they still have these albums. In the 80s, 90s, you had these ads for, now that's what I call music, volume 473, which was basically a bunch of contemporary songs mixed together. I think it was before, you know, people had playlists. This was back in the days of cassettes and CDs. So this is the top 10 of now that's what I call justice. So the great feats in judging. At the same time, there's it's a containing device. The main story is about the thing called Justice Watch that goes after judges who have got away with being bad, got away with murder. But there's a couple of judges who were killed by Justice Watch that shouldn't have been. Latest being a guy with no arms, a paraplegic guy with no arms in a retirement home. So we've got John Higgins doing the artwork. John Higgins, I mean, listen, I've liked John Higgins right from his early years. I do like how he's progressed. He's striking me like a Gary Leach now. And if you ever seen Gary Leach, Gary Leach in 2000 AD did the original VCs. Oh man, that artwork gorgeous, right? That was absolutely gorgeous. So we got the A plot, them like looking into this Justice Watch thing. It's basically Dredd helping a younger judge. And then here's the framing device I was looking for. Right, so this is the framing device of the person introducing the, now that's what I call justice. And you get like this cute little Judge Dredd action scene. You have a female judge, she rides along again. Oh, look at it, because this is actually worth looking at. Catches up with this transport, leaps upon it. That guy looks a bit scared. And then shoots the guy through the head and jumps off on like the hover thingy, whatever it is. That's kind of cool. It's like a good, cool action sequence. I just don't get what that's doing there, right? I don't get what's doing there at all. So then we also got a C plot, which is connected to Justice Watch of this priest in the Undercity, and this guy who's involved with these Justice Watch killings. I don't know. Again, this is one of the things you just gotta wait for all the plot pieces to come together and then evaluate it. It's okay. Again, that's gonna be my overwhelming review. 2 books I want to get: Lawless and Judge Hershey. You know, it just strikes me how long and how hard they are trying to say that women can be action heroes too. That's true. Women can be action heroes too. But it's just, it's too much, right? It's too much. You need to do it a bit less. You need to do it like, I don't know. I think if you were doing like a 70-30 split, that would be something that reflects reality of society. Like 70% men, 30% female. Actually, no, it'll be 90-10. If you're talking about like, you know, hazardous jobs, it'll be 90-10 rather than say, but 70-30, right? And it wouldn't feel obnoxious and in your face. This all feels obnoxious in your face, and it kills me. It's Judge Hershey, right? Judge Hershey so disproves the fundamental premise that in the Western world and in the UK that people have an unconscious bias against women in authority. No, she's been a character for decades, and a well-liked character for decades, and a character that's like risen in the ranks, and nobody cared, right? So this whole idea that women are not allowed to do X, Y, it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And the solution to it is even more ridiculous. Let's say let's make everything about like with female leads. And listen, men and women are different. I don't know what to say. I believe men and women to be different, equal but different and unique. And yeah, it's a good thing. Men and women are different. I don't think they're interchangeable. I think that's just it's just crazy. The only reason you would think men and women are interchangeable is if you never met a man or a woman. So yeah, okay, fine. So Skip Tracer again. This is very generic plug and play. It hasn't really developed its own identity yet. Like, sound like a Bad Company or Rogue Trooper. You know, it maybe it's nostalgia, but I think that did develop its own personality. This is, I don't really know what Skip Tracer's personality is other than lovable rogue, right? I would like to know a bit more about it. So it opens with a dream sequence. It's a bit of a tired, you know, sequence thing to do, but it's fine. Okay, fine. So he's in the this weird Bacta tank thing from Star Wars. Like, for some reason, he's been captured by bad guys. His girlfriend, his ex-girlfriend, who turned out he had a kid with, I think was just killed by the bad guys, and his daughter that he didn't know he had has the same mental powers that he has. And they're there from they capture them for nefarious reason, and they're gonna be mean and bad, right? And now they start torturing him at the end of the episode. So okay, that's fine. Yeah, mostly harmless. Department K I quite liked, but again, it's got this weird sexual politics going through it that it's like everybody in it is a stunning and brave woman. Like so this character, for example, this character could have been male, right? And I think it would have been better as well. But that is the first part, and we always find out the first part of every story is to turn a stunning and brave woman into a stunning and brave superwoman, right? So they investigate interdimensional breaches and stuff like that going. And they're on this planet in this dimension which has this giant in there which has been killed by these other aliens that were powerful and stupid, and they're inside it, and suddenly the brain of it leaps out, and now it goes and merges with a stunning and brave black woman of science, because that's what they all are, right? That's all the characters are, stunning, brave black woman of science, and now she has superpowers, and she makes these like powerful supervillains vanish in a really undramatic way, right? I mean, like, you don't even see it. It's off camera. You know, like, it should be like, bad! You know, they vanish. And like this panel should have been like half the size, and all this information was in it. There should have just been like a small panel with her eyes like going like, and like as they come closer, and then a big action panel going bam and vanishing. You know, it's a visual medium. This is very flat, right? And I think it needs to be a bit more exciting. So then she's got super interdimensional powers now, and then back at Department K, okay, fine. So now that she's got superpowers, and then we draw back, and I think that's a version of Judge Magruder. I think that's the one, the mole on the face. It looks like Magruder, who in that dimension is in charge by the looks of it, and this is like the multiverse. I don't know. It's okay. It's again not excellent, not bad, just okay. So now we're on to Dexter. Last couple of weeks was Sinister. Now we're on to Dexter. Again, Sinister Dexter's never really jived with me. It's okay. At least they have personalities. At least it's comedic. It was one of the better backup stories for me. So this is, I think, the final part of like the final story in like an ongoing story arc. There's a AI that's taken over Download City that apparently found out was from a sat nav. That's a GPS if you're not from England. And they killed Sinister, and Dexter is on the run with these two women trying to get out in the undersea. In the Undercity, whatever it's called. Then in the last couple of weeks, we saw Dexter was resurrected by the AI and is now an assassin working for her, and he's been sent to kill Dexter. And he's also got inside Sinister's brain and made Dexter think that he's stealing his lady loves and that's what is setting up, going after them. So yeah, so they're escaping in the Undercity. This page is a little bit too word heavy. It's a little bit like there's 2 pages worth of material on there. And they in the Undercity they get picked up by these military forces that are working there, and we bump into an old character we've seen before, who's going to do bad things. And as in voiceover, we see a big fish being eaten by a bigger fish. Gives you an idea what's going to go down. We got another ad for the Angel Gang. Again, this artwork looks so freaking good. It's really tempting me. It's really tempting. The final story this week is Aquila, which is pretty darn good. I have to tell you, I think this is, after Dredd, the best story in the issue. I like what they're doing. It's a quest in the afterlife, and I always thought that had a lot of mileage to it. So now they're in a cold part of hell with a bunch of frozen people, but for some reason they all wake up and they break their frozen bounds. And they attack them. So this kid that's with them gets an arrow through his neck, and as he's doing a spell, and you're like, well, that's not good news. That's not good news at all. But it turns out he's fine. Was merely a scratch, right? Was merely a scratch. He does his magic, and then they find the person they've been looking for. I can't even remember what the quest is anymore. I'm just kind of enjoying it as it goes along. So that's the issue. I would give it a 5.5 to 6 out of 10. Okay, and this was when. See, this was fun. This was when 2000AD was really fun. Stainless steel adaptations. I'm kind of tempted to get this. I mean, it's beautiful Carlos Urquiza art. By the way, they got this new Brian Boland Apex edition. Oh my god, that looks good. That looks freaking incredible. If there's an ad for it next week's issue, we're going to spend a long time looking at it because it looks absolutely freaking good. It's £165. It is not cheap. That's for the deluxe edition, and the standard edition is £65. And what it is, you get perfect reproductions of Brian Boland's art. Like, you get to see the pencil marks or the paste. It's just gorgeous. It's just freaking gorgeous. So I got to find out if the deluxe edition is the same size as the regular edition, because if it's a regular edition, it's the same price. Yeah, I don't know. I like the oversizedness of it. If it's not, oh man, it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money, but looks really good. Something that does look really good is the Essential 2000, the Ultimate Collection. This is why I'm not getting it. It's a bunch of also ran stories of stuff that I'm not really that interested in. Look, stuff I want, I got all the Slain graphic novels and Road Trooper and everything, so I really didn't need this. The Mega Collection was good because it helped me just get everything that I wanted, right? And I could, and I dip into it a lot. I like it, but this is fair. Fair. I don't know what to do. It's okay. So yeah. So that's it. This week's issue. I will see you next week for Prog. What was this? This was 2243. I'll see you next week for Prog 2244. Have yourselves a fantastic day.